Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Hare. Hare Ram. Hare Ram. Hare Krishna. So, welcome for this Mantra of Life session. And every week, every Sunday, we do this program, Mantra of Life, that is different aspects of life, how we can get connected to the Supreme Lord, and how we can acquire prosperous life in our life, prosperous life, happiness, and satisfaction. So this is the session, weekly session, which we do. And today's our topic is very relevant because India, that is our country, has remarked a very great achievement yesterday. So that was the which like I don't have to tell all this thing about because you are watching yesterday. This was the day when India received its first ever Olympic gold medal in the field of athletics. So that was a quite remarkable achievement. And the person who did that is none other than Neeraj Chopra, the person who became a superstar overnight. So it's not like overnight, but there is a lot of effort been involved. So taking inspiration from his yesterday's achievement, so we are conducting this program to this session, that is the success mantra. So we are going to take this topic today, and how this success mantra, the topic, is relevant not only with his life but also with our life, as well as this will be a guiding topic from the scriptures. So we are going to take a mantra especially because as I've told, the topic is the success mantra. So there is a mantra for this. Okay. Internet is misconnected. Internet connectivity is low. Couldn't get IP address. Okay, ठीक है. So, is it audible? Things are okay with all of you? If you can write in chat box, then I can see that. Or is there any problem in video or audio something? So in case if you feel it's audible, and what about the video? Okay. Okay. So not wasting much of time. We are already late here. So taking inspiration from his life, and also we are taking the mantra of success, that is from some scripture, so that we are going to see today. Very relevant. So get in touch with this session. We are going to wrap it up within 20-25 minutes. So please have proper attention to this topic, and also please share these things what you are going to learn today, because see, these are the values, or these are the lessons which we are getting from the scriptures, and our scriptures are not like something today it is told and tomorrow it will be changed, not like the scientific invention or like the theory. so that every second day the theories are getting changed. But the scriptures, their statements are very, very, very permanent, and then they have a well known power to convert someone's life. So here also today we are going to see one mantra, and I hope if you would have read this book or not read, but I will recommend you to read that book also after we finished this topic. So sharing this. Yeah, so mantra of life session. Here we invite you for the topic, the success mantra. So the tagline which we have used here, if you want gold, then steps must be bold. Yeah, so if you really want to get some success in your life, in whatever field you want, so here we are taking of one picture which we are showing here, that is of athletics yesterday which happened. So just not forgetting about his feat what he achieved. So anything if you want to achieve in your life, if that is something like kind of goal if you want to achieve, then you have to take some steps which are quite bold. So that has to be quite bold. So here we are going to see some factors of success, or some mantras of success, like which all factors will decide. So what we should be cautious of, what we should follow, and what we should actually always zeal for. So these are some things which we are going to see. So starting for this topic, so there is a scripture called Nectar of Instruction. Hope if you would have read or not, but like I generally I think that if you haven't read, so you can read it after some time. You can see. So Nectar of Instruction. This is the scripture from where we are taking this verse. So this verse goes like this: that utsahan nishayat dharyat tat karma pravartana Sanghatyagat Saturate Shadbir Bhakti Prasiddhiti. So there are six principles of achieving success. So there are six principles which have been discussed here that we are going to see one by one. So first is Utsah, second is Nishchay, third is Dharya, fourth is Tattat Karma Pravartana, fifth is Sangha Tyaga, and Sato Vritte. So that is like Asanga Tyaga. So we are going to see in detail these are Sanskrit words. Hare Krishna. Is the voice coming now? No, it's good. So in between, you keep on writing the thing if anything goes wrong, so that I can come to know. So here, these are the six principles. So actually, we have seen in the Sanskrit, but now we are going to see in the simple words that is in English for us right now. So the six principles are: the first is enthusiasm, second is determination, third is patience, fourth is following the rule, that is stick to your base, fifth is association, right or wrong, proper, which type of association you are choosing, and the sixth one is following the success mantra. So that is like whatever we had just now we have done. So what happens that many times we learn the many lessons, but at the end we forget to follow it. So that's why the sixth principle is to actually follow also. So we are going to see from his life, this Neeraj Chopra's life. So some topics we are going to see from his life and some other topics from different story background. So we'll see that thing. So first is enthusiasm. So yesterday, when all of you or most of you would be seeing the match or the this competition, at that time you would have seen a kind of enthusiasm all the athletics beer or all the athlete beer for preparing for this program. And it's like once in a 4-year program, so that is the Olympic games. So for 4 years continuously with enthusiasm, you have to daily do your hard work. You have to put your effort for 10 to 12 hours every day. And that's like then you don't have any guarantee also that you will be reaching to final, you will be representing your country in the Olympic. And still the many athletes, they are giving their whole soul energy for this for such kind of competition. So the first and foremost important thing is the enthusiasm. Any kind of activity, any kind of field of work, if you want to achieve success, then the enthusiasm is very required. Without enthusiasm, it's like doing something boring work. And how you are going to achieve success? So either you know about the your work or not, either you have talent or not. But first and foremost thing is you should have enthusiasm if you want to achieve success, because enthusiasm teaches you everything. If you have enthusiasm, then you can learn the skills also, you can learn about all the theory parts also, because with enthusiasm you will be dealing with all kind of situation, you are ready to deal with all kind of situation which are going to come in your this pathway. So that is the path of the success. So first step is the enthusiasm, very important thing. The second thing is determination. Now see this two pictures. uh, you might have seen the 2021 picture, but most of you are not aware about this 2019 situation, what happened actually. So at that time, this he his hand got fractured. You can see the person is like Neeraj Chopra is there in the bed, and his right hand, which is actually which he has used for this event, so javelin throw. So he was a right-handed person. So with his right hand, he threw the javelin, and you can see 2 years back his right hand was damaged. Means he was not well. Now, what makes him again kind of successful for yesterday's event? That is the determination. Because a person who has lost his main ability, the main source of power, the main his you can say the weapon also, the hand is his weapon only, the right hand. So he has lost that one, or he has lost the capability or strength in that weapon, but still he has fought back, and with proper determination he has achieved yesterday's feat. So that is very important, determination, because see, the failure will come in everyone's life, but then how you are coming up from that failure, how you are then overpowering the failure, how we are overpowering that mentality that yes, I have to again come back to the success, I have to again regain the success. And these failures, maybe if you want, then these failures may act as the stepping stone for the success. But if you don't want, if your willpower is very low, so then these failures will act as the negative potency for your success path. So the same thing, the same failure for a determined person acts as a stepping stone, and for a non-determined person acts as a big rock in this path. So what we want, we want it to be a rock in our path, or we want it a kind of stepping stone in our path. There was a story. There was one ass. So he was working very hard in the field. So one day when his owner was not there, so the ass in the greed of some grass, so he went nearby a well, and he fell in the well. So the well was not so deep, but there was no way that the ass can come out of the well. and the other farmers or the villages also, they were not that much interested to take him out. So then they started that anyway the asses fell inside the well. So let us put some mud, so that now we can do is crematorium inside the well only. We'll put this well also full with the mud, and the cremation also will be over. So when they started pouring the mud, the ass realized that these people are going to kill me, because they are now uh, they are going to bury me alive. So he became little worried. So as soon as they used to throw some mud, so immediately used to uh, make those all the mud into the ground to keep the ground. So that and slowly what it started happening, that people were throwing mud in a large quantity, and then this ass was, he just used to shake his head, he used to shake his body, and all the mud used to fell the ground. So slowly, the ash started coming upward, because the mud was getting down, and the well the ground level that was increasing, and slowly the ash came out. So this was a kind of determination. So he felt that these all the problems, like the mud, the throwing, all the muds which were thrown upon him, that was quite kind of a stepping stone for him. Acted like that. Why? Because he was determined. So the same case is like here, we can compare. If you have also problem, what do you see? You see a big rock or you see a stepping stone. So if you see a big rock, then you are gone. But if you are seeing stepping stone, so then that's very nice. Moving on to the next one. The next one is patience. So what this patience mean? Because there comes many times that you have the potential, you have the skill, you have the talent, you have all the vigor for for your upcoming event, but still you have to be patient. You have to be patient. You have to let the time go. So many times it happens that you have to be little you have to wait for the right moment to come. So like in this case, what happened that generally, as I told, that the Olympic happens for after 4 years. So there was, like, you can say, you can also thank to Corona also. Like, there is one good thing, if you can say, that if the Corona would not have been there, so the general Olympic would have been happening in the 2020, and this guy was not properly healthy at that time, or not properly fit. He was not, maybe we would have got the gold this time. But then, because it happened in 2021, for most of the people, this was like 1 year. They have got extra opportunity, extra chance to practice. For him, also the same case. But then, this 1 year, as soon as your exams are getting more and more postponed. Similarly, for this event, as it was getting more and more postponed. So the more patience it requires, because you are getting the opportunity after a lot of time. After a long wait, you are getting this opportunity. So this requires a huge patience. Another thing was, the there was one competitor for him in the final. So his name was Johnny Weber. So Johnny Weber was his best javelin throw. That distance was around 89 meter. So his best was 89 meter, and he generally used to throw like 87, 88, 89. So his best was 89. So in the final, it was been expected that he would throw of 90, would throw a javelin of 90 meter. Then what happened, that he was just restricted to 85 point something. So that was a thing. Like, you get five opportunity, five chances, and in five chances you have to wait. Also, you have to be very patient that others may not cross your limit. So in his first two attempt only, he made the history. The Neeraj Chopra made the history that he threw the javelin of 87.58 meter. So, but then he had to wait for next three opportunity also, to see that other participant cannot cross it over. So it requires patience also before you achieve success. It's not like you have done your job, so others are also yet to do their job. So you have to be patient also. You have to still have to secure that energy, so that at the end also, at the final bout also, if you are required, so you can throw that, you can throw yourself and you can win the battle. It's very required patience. So not to become not to start celebrating too early also. That comes under patience, that did something and then you start celebrating. See, the same thing happened like in the case of Lord Ramchandra, when he was been given the the kingdom of Ayodhya. So it's not like he started celebrating at all, like started celebrating, but then he was very calm, he was very peaceful. And the next morning, when he was being told that you have to go to a forest for following your father, you have to follow the order of your father. So then he became okay. He said, okay, yes, I'll go. So this is like the patience. You are very patient for finally when you will be getting your celebrating moment. So you are very patient about that. It's not like you are celebrating early. So this gives you a kind of it's in Sanskrit. It's called like sthirta. In Hindi, it's called sthirta. So it provides stability. So this stability will give you better opportunity to achieve success. Next, for rule. Anything, any event in your life, so that has some rules and regulation. So we can see the two pictures. So in one picture, Dronacharya is teaching all these students that how you have to shoot the arrow. And then, like you story this, this story that Dronacharya asked all the students to aim the target. But then everybody said that I am seeing the tree, I am seeing the parrot, I am seeing the sky, I am seeing everything like. But then Arjuna only said that I am seeing only the eye of the parrot, eye of the bird. So then Dronacharya became very happy. And he said, okay, now you shoot the arrow. And the arrow was shot, and you know the result. So the rules are very important to be followed. It's like whatever things are been given. Similarly, in our life also there are certain rules and regulations. It's very important to follow all these things. Otherwise, then we are just stray away in our life. Nothing we can achieve. It's very important, right? So following the rules, quite important thing. The next thing is association. What kind of association you have? So in that mantra, it has been said Sangatyaga, that is refraining from bad association. And here we see the example like Duryodhana is discussing always with Shakuni and Karna and Dushasan. So they were like his uh, main person who used to give him advice. So they were like the advisory board for Duryodhana. But then Arjuna used to seek guidance from Krishna. So whom we are taking guidance from, whom we are associating with, that also determines your success. Like it is said that you tell me about your 5 close friends, and I'll tell you about you. So there is a quote like this. So if you tell about your 5 close friends, so then I can tell about your nature also, how your nature would be, because you are always associating with them. So then it's very likely that you will be like them only. So the same thing here, we can see the association is very important. In this association case, this also determines a greater part of success. However, moving on to the next one, so that is the final thing, that is the following the success mantra. Now you see, we have seen these all the 5 factors, what we have to do to achieve success, like anything. Suppose you want success in your life, you want success in any competition, you want success in spirituality, anything. So let's talk about the spirituality also. Unless you are enthusiastic about spirituality, following the devotional service, how you can gain that? Because devotional service, there is a one drawback also. What is the drawback here? That all the materialistic activities, they give you result very soon. Either pass or fail, you'll get very soon. But in devotional service, there is no failure thing, first of all. but then that pass result, that also that you don't get very immediately. It's like it will take quite long time. It's a long journey. So you have to be very patient unless you are doing all the things, it's possible to move on to the path. And then when you are moving on that path, so you have to follow the rules and regulation. Also, you have to have the right association. Otherwise, then your path will be, you can anytime you can deviate from the path, because there are many people who are walking on the same path who are not actually for the devotional service. Like, just giving the example, suppose you are trying for UPSC exam. There are many students who appear for UPSC exam, but not all are interested. There are many who are just giving because parents have told. There are many who are just giving so for the name, just for namesake. So like that, there are many students also. So here also in devotional service also, many people are also going in that path, but not all are interested in devotion. Maybe they are forced by their parents, maybe they are somehow, they are trapped, they are somehow, they think that okay, let me do this, but they are not that much interested. But you have to choose proper people, that who are more interested in spirituality, and with them I can move forward. So that's one important thing. So that is like following. Now the last thing, that's what I'm saying, the following the success mantra. That means what? That whatever we have till now covered, so we have to follow all these things. As like Arjuna, when he was been asked by Krishna that please follow my instruction. What was the instruction? That whatever I say, please fight this war. Don't just sit like this, because this war is for the religious. So Arjuna then said, yes, I'll fight for your sake. Whatever you have said, I'll just follow. So following the success mantra, when you follow like this thing, the success mantra in this way, so actually what happens, all the five aspects, they are being followed by many people and they achieve success. So this point means, the sixth point means, you are actually following the previous successful peoples, those people who have already achieved success. So what they have done, so we have analyzed these five factors. Okay, so these are the five factors by which they achieve success. So we are following now these people, and we are following on them, their path. So that is what the following the success mantra. So these are the six things, basically, which actually determines the success. There are many other things also. You may say that, sir, maybe concentration is also there, consistency is also there. Yeah, these all things are there, but then mainly we are defining the success in these six categories. Why? Because this is given in our one of the scriptures, also revered scriptures, and this mantra is very very important in this scripture, and with written with very very deep experiential knowledge, not only in the field of this world, about also the full experience of the spiritual world also. So both these experiences are there. So because of that, we are taking this mantra in that. Also, when this uh, when the scripture that has been written, so the nectar of instruction is written by Srila Rupa Goswami, one of the disciple of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So he also writes, like he also says in this thing, so which has been actually again mentioned by Srila Prabhupada. He says that the success depends upon the attitude of the follower. Okay, so here the spelling is wrong, so that you can ignore. So the success depends upon the attitude of the follower. In any case, any kind of situation, any kind of field, if you want success, so there must be your proper attitude. Otherwise, simply just having the skills, having the all these things, the six things which we have just now discussed, it is actually determining your attitude. And if the attitude is very dull, if the attitude is not positive, then we are not going to get the positive result. So this is the situation in this case. So that's what we were discussing, that how to achieve success. So the very important thing, or which I have concluded at the end, that is the attitude of the follower is very very important. Unless you are very much determined, patient, enthusiastic, properly situated in your path with proper people, with right-minded people, and not like right-minded, like-minded people. And unless you are following all the rules and regulations. So if one thing is also missing, any one thing is also missing, then you are going to lose your success, your success path or your success goal. So then anyway, like there is a target, there is your target, and if you are going to miss anywhere little bit here and there, so in that case what you see that still that is a kind of failure. If you are missing little bit here and there, that is a kind of, that is also a kind of failure. So taking this consideration into this six topics, 6 points. So hope, I hope that you will be learning, you learned something new from here. And I recommend you this book, that is the Nectar of Instruction. Please find it in your nearby bookstores, something like spiritual bookstores, or is like you can find on the internet. So this is very important book. If you read this about, so this book actually reveals about the basic principles of Krishna consciousness. So if you are trying to practice Krishna consciousness devotional service, so this book is kind of guideline for all the beginners. So this verse also talks about success in Krishna consciousness. So which I have told in all the terms, not only in Krishna consciousness, but in all, in a general term also. So I hope that you would have learned something from here. If any question, any doubt is there, so let me know. You can write in the chat box, so we can take one or two questions and we can wind it up. Hare Krishna. So any questions? Or if you want to ask, then you can raise hand. So till now, I haven't received any question here. If you still have any questions, so you can write your question to whom, like the groups you are joined in. So there you will find the admin contacts. So from there you can ask the question if you have any question left. Or this is going to be, this is also going in YouTube also. So they're also in the content, in the comment box. You can write the question. If any question comes from your side, or if you share this thing with your friends, the 6 points, if you share with your friends, so then if you get any question, so please write to us. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. So again, just this a humble request to all of you that please share the 6 points which you have learned today, because not everybody is going to read the scriptures like this. These are the very sacred and very secret scriptures, the nectar of instruction, and the 6 points of success. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.